Now, the 193-member United Nations General Assembly is likely to vote tomorrow on a draft resolution demanding an immediate humanitarian ceasefire in the conflict between Israel and Palestinian militants Hamas in the Gaza Strip. The move comes after the US vetoed a UN Security Council demand for immediate humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza. At the UN Security Council, US Deputy Ambassador to the United Nations Robert Wood has said that the ceasefire would only plant seeds for the next war. Let's in fact listen into what he had to say.
Not support calls for an immediate ceasefire. This would only plant the seeds for the next war because Hamas has no desire to see a durable peace, to see a two-state solution.
All right, viewers, there you heard it. My colleague Akshat Gupta joins us on the broadcast. Give us more on this. Akshat, over to you.
Yes, the UN General Assembly is expected to vote on a draft resolution which seeks for a pause in the Israel-Hamas war. And the 193 member states of the UNGA will take a call tomorrow regarding the ceasefire, and the decision for this vote in the Assembly comes after the US exercised its vote for a resolution calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, presented by UAE. And in October also, if I just tell you, after multiple failed attempts to pass a resolution in the Security Council, all 193 members were summoned for an emergency session for a ceasefire in Gaza. And resolution presented by Arab nations led by Jordan was presented and adopted after it received 121 votes in favor, and 14 countries including the US and Israel voted against resolution and 44 abstained from voting. And the resolution also called for an immediate, durable and sustained humanitarian truce leading to cessation of hostilities. And a month later, a truce was declared between both Israel and Hamas on November 24, 2023, which led to a 7-day ceasefire in Gaza.
Right, absolutely, Akshat. With that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast and sharing those details with our viewers. But still with us on the broadcast is Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava. He's an international affairs expert. Now, of course, the US has now vetoed UN's Gaza ceasefire call. What do you make of this development?
Well, I think US has a point that if Hamas remains intact in Gaza, as I was mentioning before, that if Hamas does not get decimated and destroyed, then they might come up with a bigger attack on Israel. Whenever Israel goes ahead with any kind of a normalization process, any kind of a peace initiative, any kind of integration process. So I think the United States of America is saying the same point here, and certainly they have a very genuine logic that Hamas must be destroyed. And to do that, the war must continue. And if a ceasefire happens at this point of time, when Hamas is still there in Gaza, and their rule is not still decimated completely, then I think it will come up with bigger attack. It will get emboldened that and a message will also go to the other terrorist organizations that if they do something against Israel, what Hamas did on October 7, then they can go away with it, and nothing will happen to them. So I think this kind of a very wrong negative message will go to the terrorist organizations, and this terrorist organization will come up definitely with a bigger attack. Hamas is, if you look at some statements of the leaders of Hamas, those who are hiding in other capitals in abroad, foreign territories, that they are saying that they will come up with a bigger attack. They will come again attack Israel. So I think their intention has not changed, and they have not been defeated yet. So when war is very much going on at this juncture, announcing a complete ceasefire, I think it will give a very wrong message. But having said that, let me say here that Israel will have to do their operation in Gaza in such a way that civilian casualties are minimized, and it does not happen. Because I think now Israel is focusing more on southern Gaza, and where the density of the population after the relocation of the people of Gaza from northern area to southern area is very, very intense. And in this such a very complicated situation, Israel will have to be very, very cautious and careful while going ahead with this operation. And obviously, Asabri, this Israelis operations are complex, but I'm sure that they are a professional army. They are very much, they very much know how to do this urban warfare. And I'm sure that they will do all their, care and caution while moving ahead and to fight and decimate Hamas terrorists. So I think Israel will have to do a lot of careful operations based on hard intelligence only, and that is the imperative of Israel. But I will say that I'm sure that Israel is a responsible nation.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.